Nigel.
Hello there, welcome.
Thank you for taking my call.
Welcome. So,
are you say welcome because I'm not very pleased with what you've been saying. One, I am not an upper middle class, although you may think I am. I'm just an educated woman. I'm 64 years old, and I cycle every day. I have been cycling for about 10 years. And for me, I'm a cleaner, so I have to go from house to house. It's my only mode of transport because, unlike you, Nigel, I can't afford a car. And so I use my bicycle as my only mode of transport because, there are no buses. There's no in some places that I go to. So I need a bicycle. I need a mode of transport. I don't go on the pavements, I go on the road.
Well, that's a relief. And do you
the roads, well, most people do. And I stop at traffic lights.
Good Lord.
Rain,
that's
wind,
nice.
snow or sunshine. I'm out there on the roads, and I use the side roads because the main roads are so dangerous. So for the government to want to do something about these dangerous roads is fantastic.
Nina, do you understand why?
And I wear Lycra, Nigel. I wear Lycra, and the reason Lycra is good is because if you sweat, it dries very quickly.
Right.
So you wear Lycra for those reasons. So I have to wear Lycra, and in the winter I wear several layers. I have to wear like 2 or 3 coats to keep myself warm because it gets very, very cold, but it's my only mode of transport.
Nina, do you understand why cyclists upset so many people?
Well, some of them, even upset me, and I do understand, but it's the minority. It's not the majority. Most cyclists are we're all sitting there on our bikes waiting for those traffic lights to change. And yes, there are some who will go through the traffic lights.
The macho ones, yeah? The macho ones.
Sorry?
The macho ones. It's become a big macho thing, cycling, hasn't it?
And that's why Richmond Park was closed recently, because you get these crazy cyclists that just go at, top speed, and that's the only ones. Otherwise, most cyclists do respect the traffic lights and all that.
Well,
and having a tax on cyclists, the fact is, we are so user-friendly, we are friendly to the environment, and so, I disagree with that.
Well, Nina, I'm sure you're a very responsible cyclist. You certainly sound like one. And actually, if we'd had this conversation 10 or 20 years ago, it wouldn't have been a big burning issue. But it seems to have become, not just for work, but for recreation, it seems to have been much of cycling, as I say, overtaken by this macho, go as fast as I can, I'm the master of the universe type culture, and that's what's upset people. Nina, what about the argument? That and you haven't got it in Putney, but that in central London, when you see Blackfriars Bridge and Lower Thames Street and areas like that, where you've now got single lane for traffic, which used to be dual carriageway, but for most of the day, there's no one on the cycle paths. Surely that doesn't make commercial sense for the capital.
No, I agree with that. I think, I don't think London is built for cyclists.
That's a bit radical.
Well, I don't.
No, you sound more sceptical than me, Nina.
Well, the thing is, it's true. Having lived in London all my life and having cycled in London for a long time now, and I was working for Crisis at Christmas down in central London, and so cycling there was a nightmare to get there. So, fortunately, round the roundabout, I think it's called the Holland Park roundabout, and that is you can go on the pavements there, but then you're surrounded by loads of people on normal, under normal circumstances. So London has not been created in the right way, and so if they do, try and put money into this, they have to do it properly. They have to. I respect drivers, and I think motorists should get priority over cyclists. And that, is so if I'm in a small street...
well, Nina, you ring up and say we're going to have a disagreement. We find we agree on virtually everything.
Oh, damn!
Well, there you are. You've charmed me, Nina.
That's really bad news.
You've charmed me so completely and totally. Listen, thank you ever so much for your call. And I'm sure there are lots of people like Nina who do cycle and do so for practical reasons and do it sensibly and do it well and obey the law and our plight. Sadly, there has been a growing minority who've not. I've got to